Let me ask you something. If discipline were easy, everyone would have it. But it isn't. And they don't. The truth is, most of what you've been told about willpower is wrong. You don't need more motivation. You don't need a new app, a colder shower, or a louder alarm clock. 2,000 years ago, a group of philosophers figured out how the disciplined mind actually works. They called it Stoicism. And in 2026, in a world engineered to distract you every single second, their ideas aren't just relevant. They might be the only thing that saves your focus. So here are 10 Stoic rules for self-discipline that actually work. Not in theory, in your real, noisy, complicated life. Rule 1. Control what you can, release what you can't. This is the beginning of everything. The Stoics divided the world into two piles. What's up to you, and what isn't. Your effort, your attention, your response, those are yours. The outcome, other people's opinions, the traffic, the weather, those never were. Discipline isn't about controlling the world. It's about mastering your small corner of it, completely. Rule 2. Do the hard thing first. Marcus Aurelius, who ran the entire Roman Empire, had to talk himself out of bed most mornings. Sound familiar? His trick was simple. He reminded himself he was made for work, not for hiding under warm blankets. The task you're avoiding is the task that grows you. Do it first, while your mind is fresh, before the day fills up with excuses. Rule 3. Practice voluntary discomfort. Once in a while, choose the harder path on purpose. Take the cold shower. Skip the snack. Walk instead of ride. The Stoics did this deliberately, not to punish themselves, but to prove a point to their own minds. That comfort is a preference, not a need. When you've chosen discomfort willingly, it loses its power to control you. Rule 4. Judge your impulses before you obey them. Between the urge and the action, there is a gap. Most people never notice it. The Stoics lived inside it. When you feel the pull to check your phone, to quit, to lash out, pause. Ask, is this me, or is this just an impulse passing through? You are not required to act on every feeling that visits you. Rule 5. Remember that you will die. It sounds dark. It's actually freeing. The Stoics kept death close, not to feel gloomy, but to feel awake. Memento mori. Remember, you must die. When you truly grasp that your time is finite, wasting an afternoon scrolling suddenly feels like the tragedy it is. Let death sharpen your focus, not scare you. Rule 6. Keep your word to yourself. Every time you say you'll do something, and then don't, you teach your own mind that your promises are meaningless. Discipline is trust, built one kept promise at a time. Start small. Say you'll do 10 minutes, then do the 10 minutes. The size doesn't matter. The keeping does. Rule 7. Separate the event from the story. Epictetus taught that we are disturbed not by things, but by our opinions about things. You didn't fail. You had a setback, and then you told yourself a story about being a failure. The event is neutral. The suffering is in the narration. Change the story, and you change your capacity to keep going. Rule 8. Surround yourself with the right influences. The Stoics were clear. You become like the people you spend time with, and like the thoughts you feed yourself. In 2026, your influences aren't just your friends. They're your feed. They're every voice you let into your ears and your eyes all day long. Curate ruthlessly. Discipline is easier when your environment isn't fighting you. Rule 9. Focus on progress, not perfection. Seneca said the path to the top is not one giant leap, but a steady climb. Perfectionism is a trap disguised as a high standard. It makes you quit the moment you stumble. The Stoic doesn't ask, was I flawless today? The Stoic asks, was I a little better than yesterday? That question you can actually answer with a yes. Rule 10. Act now, not when you feel ready. Here is the secret the whole philosophy points toward. You will never feel fully ready. The motivation you're waiting for arrives after you begin, not before. So begin badly. Begin scared. Begin tired. The discipline is in the starting, and the starting is available to you right now, in this exact moment. So there they are, 10 rules, refined over 2,000 years, waiting for you to actually use them. Notice they don't ask you to become someone new. They ask you to remember something old, that you are stronger than your comfort, wiser than your impulses, and more capable than your excuses. You don't have to master all 10 today. Pick one, just one. Live it for the rest of this day, and let it prove to you what the Stoics already knew. Discipline was never about being hard.